You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders, Undercover Capes. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders Podcast. Yo, check it out. Got that Stuff for Life gear, and I shout out to my people over at Full Blast Radio. Yo, look at this awesome t-shirt, bro. Shout out DJ Tiger. Wepa. I'm appreciating this joint, man. I'm looking good right now, bro. Hip-hop to the fullest, bro. Check out Full Blast Radio on Twitch, bro. That's the people's DJ right there, bro. It's real hip-hop, not all that mumble stuff, all right? Real hip-hop. Check him out on Twitch, on YouTube. You know, go check him out. DJ Tiger, Full Blast Radio, all right? Now, check it out, folks. Tonight, we're talking to some awesome independent comic book creators, bro. They have this amazing comic book. It's really sexy looking, let me tell you, bro. And it's some magic, it's some horror, it's some crazy stuff going on. It's called Pocus Hocus, and the creators behind that. Let me introduce the one and only Alan Dunford and Will Radford.
How's it going?
Hey, Al.
I'm telling fellas, man, excited and happy to hang out with you guys tonight and talk some comics, man, because you guys are some awesome creators, man. I had the pleasure of checking out issue 1 entirely. I'm like, wow, you're right up my alley, man. It's magic, it's a little bit of horror, it's black and white, but it with little touches of color here and there. I mean, it is truly a magical book, man. I loved it, man. Yeah, man, you guys are awesome creators, so thank you for hanging out tonight to talk about that. So before we even get into the book itself, fellas, yo, holla, man. Alan, where you from?
Man, well, I guess this is going to be a two-parter. I'm from Beckley, West Virginia, and so is Will. We actually we went to high school together.
Yeah.
Oh, word, high school homies and working on the comic together. That's a beautiful thing, son. I love it.
Yeah, man. So we met in 11th grade in high school. That was what, 2007?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So am I to assume he was part of the geek inner circle?
Oh, yeah. The class that we took was this class called Advanced Communications, and it was one of those filler classes where you sleep because it was, your first class in the morning.
Right.
I hear you, brother. You get there late after you eat that bagel, you got to take a nap. I know.
Yeah. The only way to stay awake was to talk about Quentin Tarantino movies, and I think that's kind of how we...
Oh, well, how you guys connected? So wait, I got to know, how did that even happen? How did that first conversation even come up?
Well, Will remembered this, and I didn't remember it. I don't know why you did, but
it was the Death Proof shirt.
I was wearing a Death Proof t-shirt.
Oh, word.
It's just a badass t-shirt. Yeah. I mean, that's how that started. So yeah.
Oh, nice. You see why? Because again, when we appreciate our friends, we're always gonna remember this is how we met, yo. Remember, homie? Remember, even if you don't, you shitbag. I remember. Awesome. So both of you was born and raised out there in WV? Okay, great. So how was the comic book community over there as you guys were growing up? And I'll let Will go this time.
Yeah, so the comic book community, I mean, it's not it's one of those things where it's not super prevalent, but the community that does exist, you find your people, and so you have that.
You got your tribe.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's always a good thing, especially in high school. And then as we got older,
is that where you find your tribe though? Was it only in high school where you found your tribe? It wasn't any earlier than that?
Oh, well, high school, I think, was when it really happened. I mean, of course, you had friends in middle school and that kind of thing, but that's when my creative interests really started to take off and develop high school. And that's probably also even to this day when I read the most comics. So, I mean, it was one of those things where that was, you found your tribe, and went throughout the years, and here lately we met, we reconnected with a friend of ours, Mike Teener, and he kind of helped us. He's the writer of Midnight Highway and Black Jackets, and he kind of helped us, in terms of finding a direction for the comic and all that stuff.
So what? Okay, let me go to Alan here. So what was the first one? What was that first book you saw that said, "Oh my God, I love this"?
Man, so I always read comics growing up. And whenever I go back and think about it, I hate myself because I was a stupid kid, but I'm still stupid now. But I would get comics and I would take a 3-ring punch binder and punch 3 holes in them so I could put them in a binder. I know. Did we just end the stream now? Is that it? Is it over?
You're giving me a stroke here. You were really doing that? Oh my God,
man! I didn't have parental supervision. I didn't have anyone stopping me.
Man, where were you, Will? How dare you let him do that?
I know. Yeah, it's that's unforgivable.
So I've always liked comics. I never did any research really on the indie stuff because I was guilty of just reading the usual suspect stuff, like V for Vendetta, 300.
That's why we're taught, though. We're taught to go Marvel DC as we grew up because, again, that's what's really on the newsstands. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
So in order for us to get the flavor of indie back in the day, we had to get to a specialty shop or hopefully find maybe a cool little bookstore that had a little section with the indie.
And I think you brought up a good point, and it got overwhelming too. Like whenever you think about you're trying to find a new comic book, and you go to the indie section, there's so much to choose from.
Oh yeah,
and you're unfamiliar with any of the characters.
Yeah.
But what really did it for me was the manga Death Note. That's
my God. My daughter's collecting the black editions of that.
I have that's what I got.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
It's the black edition, and that's what really just set everything off for me. And got me really reading comics and manga again.
Wonderful.
What about you? I think that I was that's the interesting kind of not paradox, but just difference between the two of us that kind of helps keep everything balanced. Because I was indie like right out of the gate. I like.
Oh, you were. Hey, hell yeah! Love
it. In the sense that at least I think I was, because like I sought out like the underground stuff. I was a big fan of like the Daniel Clowes The Ghost World comic book.
Oh wow!
And then I was a big fan of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and Sweet.
Oh damn! Yeah, Johnny Vasquez.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro! He was coming at you with some hardcore shit, bro.
He was, but it was that
deep cut.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was hilarious. Especially if you have a dark sense of humor, and I think a lot of that even seeps through in what we're doing now. Not quite as extreme, but it was that was kind of like my introduction to all of it. So I think that even you could see even at their earlier stages of finding all of that.
Wait, let me ask you here though. Wait a minute. That's really is some really exclusive stuff to find on the indie circuit. Like, where the hell did you find this stuff back home?
Well, it started with Invader Zim watching the
awesome. Bro. Shout out to Oni because they still doing some awesome Invader Zim comics.
Yeah, well, and that was when I was a weird kid, so that was my favorite Nickelodeon cartoon, and I remember watching it and thinking, wow, there's like nothing like this.
You're not the only one. When I lived in New York, there was this young lady. When she found out I was into comics, she goes, "Oh my God, please tell me there's an Invader Zim comic. That's my shit. That's everything. Invader Zim rules the world. That's my thing." Yo. Yeah. So you're not alone, bro. There are a lot of Zimomaniacs out there.
There's dozens of them.
100%. I still haven't watched the new Netflix movie that they did. I need to get on that. But
get on it.
Yeah,
then we gotta have you back. I want you to review it with us, so that way I could laugh for a while.
Yeah. Invader Zim was kind of what started that, and then I found out that the creator was Jonan Vasquez, and I sought out his comic books, which were much darker than Invader Zim, and much was appreciated very much by me because I had a dark sense of humor even at that age. And
what age? All right, I don't want to put you on the spot, my brother. But what age were you when you were being looking at these books?
Oh, I was
way too young, right?
No, I was actually.
That's what I want to know.
I wasn't a toddler or anything like that. I was like 13, 14 years old. So
you can handle it by
I could handle it. Yeah, it wasn't anything like. Thank God I didn't look at that stuff when I was a toddler. It probably would scarred me for life. But
I'm gonna tell you, like I always tell people, my mama raised me basically on Savage Sword of Conan, starting from like 8 years old. So that's my shit. That's why for me seeing cut off heads and Men versus apes. That shit ain't nothing to me. Yeah, bro. Conan will fuck these motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, I was watching Halloween and Michael Myers movies.
My first movie in the movie theaters was Hell Night, and I was like 5 years old that my parents took me to. You know what I mean?
I had the VHS of Hell Night, like right.
Yeah,
right
me too, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you better save that. I hope that sleeve is perfect because do you know VHS tapes are now collectibles?
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think it's in the best condition, but it's over in my closet.
They said that the tape really don't matter. Everything is about the sleeve.
Oh, okay.
So folks, you heard it here. Keep them sleeves.
Yeah, pro tip for now.
Right.
Yeah, bro, let's get it done. So let's talk about the creative journey between you two. So when did that start? When did that tickle your fancy when you said, "Well, I think we got to do something"?
So Will and I, we've been friends for almost half of our lives now. And Will has always been involved in, theater, screenwriting, filmmaking, that kind of stuff. This is my first journey into actually doing anything like this. And this is our first. Yeah, this is our first comic book.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Your first journey into this type of creation, you mean, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you, though? What was your very first dabble into creation before you even took him on as a partner? Like how long you been in the biz?
I've been writing, screenplays and that kind of thing in some, form or another since I was 11 or 12 years old. So,
wow, really? What the hell?
Yeah.
Why? Why that? Since so young? I mean, what tickled you so much to want to go that route?
Film has always been the medium that I think, first and foremost, like really spoke to me. And as early as, it started going back to when I was even younger than with the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac stuff. Tim Burton, when I was a preteen and got me into filmmaking and made me think of it like as an art form. That and Lord of the Rings, of course, those were two big, huge influences in my life. And I will admit that still to this day. But
nothing wrong with that, folks. Don't shame his ass. That's geek culture. Any which way we find our path in is a beautiful thing.
Right. I mean, I still get nostalgic when I watch, Edward Scissorhands, I guess, even though Batman Returns is where it's at.
That's my joint, man. I saw the first Batman film in the movie theaters back in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. You know what happened at the end?
What's that?
Some asshole decided to throw bottle rockets in the theater.
Oh,
I'm a little kid with shorts. That shit blew up right by me. My legs are burning. And I'm jumping. The whole theater's going nuts, thinking that shots are getting. This is Brooklyn. Everybody thinks somebody's popping a gun or something.
Oh, yeah. That's terrifying.
They were celebrating how great the movie was, though. That's
what okay. Well, I mean, have you? And I'm assuming you've seen it since then, so you kind of know the ending.
Hey, shout out to Talk Horror in the house. Yeah, man. But these guys, this is a great book, Talk Horror. I think you guys are gonna love it once we get into it. Don't worry. We're talking about the journey now, though. So talk about that. Getting into the creative journey of finally deciding to create your own book.
Right. Yeah. So for me, it started with screenplays and film, and then Alan, cut to
last year.
Time last year, Alan called me and said, "I have this idea for a comic book. Do you want to hear about it?" And give me your point of view on it, and it kind of took off from there. So I mean, I'll let him go from there as far as like
to go from there. But yeah, I want to learn like who said, okay, I want to create a comic book. Whose idea was that?
That was his.
Mine.
Yeah.
All right. And why? What sparked that creative joint right there?
I don't know, and that's the beautiful part about it, because I finally felt like I had this good idea. And I really wanted to approach Will with it and see if we could make something out of it. And then it's cool to actually see, this kind of like goes into the process now with it, because this wasn't how the book was originally supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
The original book, we didn't have a name for it yet. I approached him with the idea about this magician that is going to be episodic, kind of like Twilight Zone meets Ice Cream Man kind of thing.
Oh, sexy.
So each issue was going to be different. And I approached Will with an idea of like this evil magician that pulls the crowd on stage and is doing like creepy horror, demonic stuff to them, but the crowd doesn't know, and they're applauding and clapping along because they think it's just a part of the show.
Like some Wizard of Gore sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wizard of Gore. I effing love that. WOG, the WOG, yo.
Yeah, so that's how it was originally supposed to be. And then we got to storyboarding it, and it's like, hey, you know what? I think there might be something here for us to stretch it out and have a linear story.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
And I've always loved the idea of working on a comic book. I mean, I've wanted to do it. I've wanted to do that since that age of reading the books I was talking about earlier. So, when he said comic book and mentioned this idea that it, dark fantasy, dark comedy involving a magician, that's when like the light started to go off, and we just kind of, it all started to fall into place.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And folks, let me tease you, because they have a Kickstarter. But before we get into that Kickstarter first, let's tease you a little bit on chapter 1. I'm only going to go 6 pages in, I promise, because I want you guys to see it. First off, look at the beautiful cover. Can't front, right? Who did the art?
So Brian Belando, he did all of our black and whites, pens and inks, and then Jason Smith, he did all of our coloring. And then Dave Lentz did all the graphic design and lettering for it.
Yeah,
beautiful. Awesome. So talk about how you found this team.
Yeah, we found him through Mike Teener, like we mentioned. He has worked with all of those guys before. And honestly, without Mike, we would not be here talking to you right now, because he really did everything he could to make sure we had the best book and the most successful product possible.
Yeah, I was just going to say too, and helped give us options so that we could go and we could look at the work that these guys were doing and figure out what we wanted for like the style for this particular book.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. This is sexy, man. And folks, there we go. There goes it was the Bad Bug Royal Theater.
So Bad Bug is actually Mike's publication company. So Bad Bug Media.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and he picked us up, and we thought it was a funny idea.
Like a playbill.
Yeah, to have the first thing as like a playbill. We thought it was funny.
Like old school.
It looks great. And it looks great. I actually love it, man. Again, because this is comic books, folks. Mm-hmm. So I love to see that creators are actually having fun. Even when it comes to a page like this, you're having fun with it. And look at the beauty of this art, yo. Yo. Isn't that gorgeous, folks? Come on, guys.
Yeah, Brian is
right there. Look at that, bro. Talk Horror is like beautiful artwork, and they nailed it, yo.
Nice.
Gorgeous,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, that's it's
that was all Brian.
That was all Brian. Yeah. He's an incredible artist. Sometimes we feel like even better than our script deserves. Sometimes. So I mean, we're really lucky.
They said this dude is talking about Elvira level sex.
Oh,
that's some top tier.
Yo, you know what's crazy, guys? Guess who's talking to Elvira on Wednesday?
Are you?
Hey!
Are you really? That's
amazing. Cassandra Peterson. Yes, sir.
That's incredible. That's so cool.
Okay, cool.
So you know what? For you guys, what I want from you guys, then email me a question and I'll shout you guys out. Like, this comes from so and so, and I'll shout you guys out.
That's insane.
So we're gonna ask her if she prefers dogs or cats. Something.
There you go.
Yeah.
You see, all right, folks. This is what I was telling them even before we started, that I was thinking that they do black and white, but that touch of color when it's important.
Yeah.
And look, and why that?
Can you expand that a little bit?
Let me make it even a little bit bigger.
So what we really wanted to do here, especially at the beginning of the comic, was to let the magic speak for the action itself. So we wanted all of the magic in it to really give the world life.
Why green? Because very, very Spanish.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it.
Yeah, we wrote it in the script as a green portal. We don't know why, but it just felt right.
Yeah. Well, that green against black and white is always just I love that combination.
Hey, me too, bro. Me too. But you're talking fashion, bro, right now. You know what I mean? It's sexy, and even the letterer. Your letterer is amazing. Whoever that is, too, bro.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, a lot of really good ideas from Dave. We would even consider him to be kind of a project manager on this thing, because he
helped us out a lot.
Yeah, just so much knowledge in this.
God bless, folks. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna show one more page after this, but look how sexy, and look at this hero, bro. Look at that mustache, son.
It's all about the It's all about the stash.
And there he is, our fearless Pocus.
Yeah.
So that and why Pocus Hocus? Talk about that.
So we wanted a fun name, and
That's about as fun as it gets.
Yeah, we wanted something that was eye-catching, stupid, but fun.
Yeah.
So then, I just approached Will with it and just said Pocus Hocus, and it just stuck.
It stuck, and then the more we talked about, the more we were like, okay, can we do this balance of having this kind of silly element to it, but also, do something that's supernatural and fantastical and just like, really well-paced in those stylistic and well-paced in those directions. So.
And folks, I'm teasing. I'm probably going to show a lot more pages.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. They gave me the okay. Don't worry, folks. I promise. Again, you got to see, because this, after you see this, you got to get issue 2. You're going to have to. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we felt like we really stepped it up for issue 2, but we'll get that in.
And why use the purple lettering like this when the demons, are popping up?
Yeah, so we'll see it in a preview for issue 2, but we wanted everything magical to have color and life, and the demon's a magical being, so we wanted his speech bubble. We wanted to show that it's different. We wanted to show that you can picture a voice in it, and whatever voice you want, that's the voice he has.
And it's oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
Just real quick, I mean, I think that it kind of having that color be a part of the magical element of the series, it's like that is, especially this early on in the comic book, it's starting to kind of seep into this Victorian world, which is very formal, very black and white, very straight-laced, and it just gives it a nice contrast between those two worlds.
Yeah, and see, this page right here is an example of how we also wanted to use our dumb jokes with the world. Because in that top right panel, you have Pocus saying, "Hey, yeah, I've read it. No, where's the damned contract?" And then the contract is literally called the damned contract at the top.
Yeah.
Hey, right there. And I feel it, but it sounds like something that musicians could definitely relate to. Right?
Yeah. So, in this next page coming up is actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's
gorgeous.
That's a really
So we loved the use of the after image that Brian did to illustrate the removal of the soul on Pocus, because we have him getting pulled out of his own body there.
You see it right there. Look how gorgeous to the
real subtle.
Yeah. Incredible imagery.
Yeah. And
great artist, man. What a great find.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, even progressing forward, even with each page, everyone's starting to mesh better, fill each other out, what we all want, everything.
Talkora says that the contract looks familiar.
Yeah, it's like a page from the.
Is that how you blew up, Talkora? Holy shit, bro! Hey, I gotta talk to you, man. I need to blow up too. I'll make deals.
So yeah,
I love it. Hell yeah, bro! If you do this, you're my best friend for life. If you could fill up this beer can right now, I would love you forever.
I saw that and I was like, "Oh, blue motorcycle!" Like that existed in the Victorian era, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Right?
It's great, man. And see, what I wanted to ask, because did you guys, using demons and all, did you look up at any actual demons, study any demonology?
Yeah, so that was one of our meetings that we had.
Check that out.
Yeah, so whenever that was very important for us, was to make sure that our demon had as much life as possible and was relatable, yet scary, yet familiar. We wanted just to pull in so many elements, and especially going forward, without getting too much into it, we wanted to make sure that we were correct on a lot of different things, and we wanted to we want the audience to have fun with us.
Yeah, it's like balance out the demon lore with our own sort of mythology, world building and all that. So
I love it. Thank you for doing that, because I have demonology books. That was
nice. Okay,
I'm about to start looking up this motherfucker. Don't play. I love that. See, true creatives, folks, they do their homework on stuff. And look at these looks, man. But are the looks original to what you guys' visions are?
Yeah, I think that it really, I just like the way that it walks that balance between horror and comedy, and that it does look, the name Guillermo del Toro keeps coming up, and I mean, like, I like, influences. I mean,
a lot of Pan's Labyrinth influences on here too with the fawn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you know, not that I'm saying we're as, you know, great as that guy is.
We are, Will. Own it.
Yeah, there you go. Own it. Speak it unto the world. You know, that's right. You know.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. I feel like there's a lot of that influence in the aesthetic and the style of the book. You know, and just our idea.
Though, if you split me in half like that and I take a shit, who's responsible for wiping my ass?
Will. It's always Will.
Yeah, that's up for debate. Well, yeah, that's not set in stone.
It depends on the month.
Right. Yeah.
And this story between poor Pocus Hocus, man, because he just wants to show Daddy like, yo, I'm ill, son, but Daddy ain't around apparently.
Yeah.
So, and this page right here is another take at our dark comedy, you know, the headstone for Pocus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it ties into the Faustian stuff too, which is that the regret of making a deal with the devil or making a deal with demon. That regret always has to, you know, there's always a catch, you know. Yeah. So
there's always a price. You know,
what we tried to do with this page here, this was one of the most important pages to us, was because this page really showed our character development with Pocus, because we show that he's getting bored. Because his life doesn't have purpose anymore now that his father is gone. And with each panel, we actually age Pocus more and more until we get to our modern Pocus that we have now.
Yeah.
The very bitter Pocus, I guess.
Yes. So each page you can see his mustache getting a little longer and everything, you know, until we get to, bam, our Pocus here. And then now the story can progress to where we are today.
The devil's in the details, no pun intended. So
I see it, and especially with that type of mustache, I guess it gives mustache rides.
You know that, right?
Yeah. One of our rewards tiers for the first Kickstarter campaign was a mask. With the
you wear me. I thought the first tier was a mustache ride. Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. That's
hey, look at that. Hey, possibly. If you wear the mask, folks, it's possible.
So, you know,
that's awesome.
Yeah, even on to the next page here, man. This is what we tried to really capture Brian's artistic ability, even without any lettering or anything. We wanted just a moody, atmospheric, the feeling of just him being alone.
You catch it. You got it.
And then now this is probably might be Will's favorite character.
Maybe. I don't know about that. I don't know if he's my favorite. One of my favorites, though, definitely. This is the Ivan, the neurotic butler. And
he's something.
Yeah. Just
the floors are clean, the basement. All right, bro. I just got home. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Just like that.
Dinner is served. That's all I want to hear, bro. Thank you. Yeah, do you need your foot massage? Oh, what's up with homie? Back there, like, yo, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, for real, I would bug out if I had someone like this. Like, yo, let me eat and I'll talk to you. Give me a
right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't think.
And you know what? I'm about to give you an elbow. So I love you, but I'm about to give you an elbow.
Yeah. That's how you show real love, anyway.
Yeah.
So, and that was the thing. We felt like we needed a character like Ivan to really help break up and be like a good comedic relief while still driving the story.
I see it. There's like Alfred on crack, son.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way to describe him.
Alfred on crack. I mean, master. What up? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a mess.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you know what? That means that Pocus Hocus is a very patient man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would say patient and I mean very dramatic, but also not. Yeah, very. It's simultaneously like dramatic, but also kind of subdued, I guess.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because if somebody keeps talking to me, gonna eat from your pillow. Should I be better tomorrow? Can I wait outside? Well, yo, bro, slow down, son. Smoke a blunt, something. Here's some weed, Jeeves. Like, shut the fuck up right now.
I like that's a good pun.
Yeah, so now we're getting into the part that we were talking about in the pre-show. The part that kind of blew you away was the ending.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. Hey, folks. Ivan. This is Ivan jodiendo. You know, that motherfucker don't stop, right? You would think. God damn it, bro. What do you want now?
And then we have...
Hey! Hey!
Our big reveal, yeah.
Yeah. So we get a full shot of the demon.
Yo, so when you got a demon telling you we need to talk, I think that that equates to you feeling like you're about to get fired from your job.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
It's
like,
not going to be a lighthearted conversation.
No. Like, yo, son, oh goddamn, what the fuck did I do? Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm sorry. What can we how can we work this out? Please, I have a family,
Yeah, productivity's down, we gotta downsize,
Right? Like downsize my ass, you motherfuckers. Now, before we start even moving on to what the new project is about, let's please show people the awesome trailer you got on the current Kickstarter.
Yeah, this is our take it, our dry humor.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Tiener, the creator and writer of Midnight Highway.
Hey, Al, we lost sound, man.
I think we lost the sound on it.
What this is all about.
Mike, Rene Descartes once said, "I think, therefore, I am."
Alan, why don't you... Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Tiener, the creator and writer of Midnight Highway, Black Jackets, and other comics you never read. I'm here today with Alan Dunford and Will Radford, the creator and writers of Pocus Hocus. So I guess you guys think that you're pretty famous now. Is that what this is all about?
Mike, Rene Descartes once said, "I think, therefore, I am."
Alan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Kickstarter campaign you have coming up for Pocus Hocus 2?
Well, first things first, Mike. It's f***ing awesome. The fans will not be disappointed. They're actually going to be awestruck. We're going to win the Pulitzer.
Yeah, they don't give out Pulitzers for comic books.
Well, they'll start.
Yeah, we have a few connections.
They'll write us in. But anyway, Mike, this comic book has everything. There's magic, demons, and an adorable pink bunny rabbit named Horace from the Ninth Circle of Hell. Something for the kids.
Are there boobs?
Well, what was the consensus on the
the boobs?
Yes.
I think we decided that there needs to be more research.
Right. Well, anyway, look at us. We are clearly professional writers, and these panels just speak for themselves.
Okay, all that's great, but I wanted to ask you a couple questions about some criticisms that you all have received about your work.
Why?
Will raises a good point here. Why?
Well, I just think it might be good for you all to have different points of view and opinions.
But the point Will and I are trying to make here is that some opinions are just wrong.
The criticisms are wrong.
100%.
Well, opinions can't really be wrong. They're opinions.
Will, get the chainsaw.
Way ahead of you.
I was muted.
Yeah, dude, this is awesome. But you guys are funny as fuck, bro.
Thank you.
I love it. You guys got so much great energy. So let's go through the Kickstarters and talk about this. So what's this current Kickstarter all about?
So yeah, I guess the big thing with this Kickstarter is, and I don't know if this has been the same experience for other creators, but whenever we did issue 1, I think the majority of our backers were just friends and family. You know, like, oh, how cute! Alan and Will made a comic. You know,
Gotcha.
so. But issue 2, I think we got taken a little bit more serious from other creators because 99% of the names on here we don't know.
Mhm.
That have
And
back.
that's beautiful because I already see, you know, your goal was 3,000. You guys already well over that. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, everyone else, give yourselves a pat on the back.
Right. Yeah, we were blown away by the reception. I mean, of issue. We expected that. I mean, I guess where this is like our first series and that kind of thing, we expected to have like friends and family still donating and that kind of thing, which I mean is, you know, is always great. But like we were just really shocked at the amount of people who were investing in it, who were also content creators, or, you know, people who just believed in the series that didn't even know us.
And that really speaks to us that we're doing something right. So this campaign is really a big thank you campaign for everyone, and we're ready to move forward. And this gave us just that much more energy to keep the series going,
right?
You know, because we already have this thing mapped out up to 6 or 7 issues already, and this just really makes us ready to keep going. Thank you.
You haven't mapped out that far along.
Yeah, because we have a story that we want to tell, and this is, before anything, this is a passion project.
Right. And I mean, even, you know, it goes up, like we know what's going to happen with this first arc, and we've even, you know, lightly talked about what a second arc would look like.
Yeah.
And a different, you know, plot thread and that kind of thing. But for this particular arc, there will be a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah. So and then, you know, I'm happy that you went over the first issue, because the preview pages are, you know, unfortunately they are a spoiler for what happens at the end of issue 1, but there was no way for us really to avoid it, especially with us telling a linear story. And we wanted to show people not just the artwork without Dave's lettering, because we didn't feel like some of the humor would be there that much, because we want people to know that this is a comedy horror series, and we are just here to have as much fun as we can, because
and the vein of those 90s horrors is what I see too. Thank you.
So Sam Raimi, that kind of stuff, you know, we really want to drive that. So, you know, page 1 opens with our demon sitting there and talking to Pocus, saying, so this is what happened.
Yeah. We should think of some more Sam Raimi Evil Dead references to throw into future issues. I think that would be fun.
So now this is a little bit different. We're seeing a full color. Because, you know, we're having a demon's flashback of him telling a story to an event that happened in hell.
Gosh. So he fucked up in this song with this soul is what I'm guessing already. I love it already. Like, this demon done fucked up, and some shit is about to go down on some scale that you don't want to believe.
So, and then, you know, we have all of our demons right there. And then, you know, we talked about this demon earlier, the one speaking Spanish. We thought that was a little homage there, too.
Nos quiere ver la cara de idiota. I'll translate that for you. But there you go. Doesn't it sound so novela? So if you ever make this into a cartoon, please.
Oh, yeah, that would be incredible.
I'll throw my resume in for you.
Thank you.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so, please do. Yeah.
And this was something that Brian and Jason really did just amazing for us. We decided to make the action sequence between the altercation, we should say, between our demon and the other demons, just one panel. This is a 10-panel page. There's a lot happening in here. But we wanted
comics. I love it.
Yeah, Brian really wanted to push himself and show how fast and quick this altercation happened. So that's why we decided to keep it on one page instead of breaking it up.
Job well done, Brian. Job well done.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So then we have the chaos is over. And then if you scroll up just a little bit, we have our chapter 2 title. Chapter 2, the demon has a plan.
El demonio tiene un plan. Uh-oh. Look at this. I love it. And look at homie, poor guy. Look at this, bro. This is crazy, man. I love it. And again, the uses of the colors with the blacks and whites. It's gorgeous. What you guys are doing is just amazing. I'm digging it so much.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you.
Hey, look at this little bunny. What the hell is this? Talk about the prize, the award, or whatever. I mean, reward.
Yeah, this is Horus. This is Pocus's magic rabbit horse from the 9th Circle of Hell.
It's our rock star.
Yeah.
Awesome. Check out that tee. That's sexy.
Yeah, so that tee right there was actually designed by Kit Wallace, the gentleman.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he did a variant cover for issue 1, and he did cover B.
Ooh,
right
look
there.
at that. Hey,
Yeah,
look at that.
Incredible work.
Yeah, gorgeous covers, man. Check you guys. Check these covers out, guys. And a black and white cover. Oh.
So what the black and white version is, and this is kind of something that, we really wanted to pay respect to Brian, because what the black and white version is, there's no lettering in it or anything. It's literally just Brian's pens and inks before Jason went in there.
Yeah.
So we wanted to treat it kind of like a silent movie.
Yeah.
And
I love it, bro.
Yeah, just let people just skim through it and just kind of see the product before we added all the coloring and different shading levels and everything. So it's really, for those who like art, that this is for them.
Yes, I'm digging it.
Imagery, yeah. So.
Yeah, because it's like I'm when it comes to hip hop, I'm a beat junkie, right? When it comes to art, sometimes I love writers. No disrespect to no writers, but
no, we get it.
The art is just so gorgeous that you want to have this book that where you could even cut out those panels one day, if you're one of those folks. And this is gorgeous. Yeah, thank you for doing that. So you got pins, prints. Who's Emily?
Emily is Pocus's assistant. She actually shows up in issue 2.
Yeah, and plays a pretty major role in the series. But story, as far as the story goes and her appearance within the story, she takes more. She appears in issue 2 and really starts to take center stage. No pun intended. In issue 3.
So please don't be effing with me. You really have a soul binding contract up for grabs too? Is it like really a scroll? What's this?
Yeah. So what it's going to be, we're going to have parchment paper and a wax seal with it. And to those who donate to the tier that have the soul binding contract, after everything's all said and done, campaign's over, we're going to send you a message and just kind of ask about hobbies and interests, so that way we can really personalize the soul contract just for you.
Oh, cool. So what happens if we sign it? Will something really happen?
We'll find out.
You'll find out.
Right?
It is, yeah. That's
Tis the season, folks. There's only a few days left, as of this recording. So you better like jump in on that and sell your soul by Halloween, or maybe on Halloween. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Black jackets and stuff.
Okay, so we have the Bad Bug collection. So Mike Teener, his publication, Bad Bug Media, we decided to go ahead and just, as a big welcoming and thank you package, just put all the comics together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that way it's a lot of variety and everything. So you can add a lot of these comics on to your add-ons to whatever physical tier you back.
Fire. And look at this artwork. These comics look so awesome. Yo, Bad Bugs is doing some fire stuff. What's popping? Jeez.
Well, Pocus Hocus is clearly the best title they have, but these other ones.
Oh, defo, absolutely. But after they check out the amazingness of Pocus Hocus, if you want to check out the further world of Bad Bug, I mean, there you go.
Lots of great stuff there.
Are these standalone? Is there a connected universe? Anything you could elaborate on? That?
All of them are standalone right now, but we have, not to go into too much, we have talked about maybe some fun stuff we could do later.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I think they are standalone, but I think they kind of appeal to a similar audience in the sense that, there's, if you like one, I think it's safe to say you'll definitely like the other.
Before we get into the tiers, that was kind of like what we were talking about. Like, that was the big thing with Bad Bug. They always want it to be fun. They want the comic to be fun.
As comics should be.
Yeah, if the reader's not having a good time reading it, then we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I agree. 100 right there. 100. So let's get into them tiers. I mean, so for $5, we get a PDF of the latest issue, right?
Yes. And then we start really playing. We also wanted to be able for everyone to play catch up.
Okay.
So that's why we have a lot to do with issue 1. And honestly, going forward, even with campaign 3, 4, 5, 6, we're always going to have a catch up tier and always add-ons, because it's our goal to, if we
not exclude
people.
If
we reach someone and speak to somebody, we want them to be able to get the product that they want.
Can I ask though, have your first prints, are they gone? Do you still have first prints, or we're on second, third?
We're on I think we're on third run now.
On the third run, so all the OG first prints are gone.
Yeah, they are. They're in the hands of the generous backers from issue 1.
And you didn't even keep any for yourselves, guys?
We did. We kept one each. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. You didn't even keep some collectors, because I know this is going to be worth tons of dollars one day.
Oh man,
Oh, we
I think
hope
we
so.
messed up.
All right, so here that's nice. For $10, we get a physical and a PDF. I think that's awesome. I love it. They're going to support indie.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of pages, no ads on top of that. With beautiful art.
Yeah, no ads. Yeah,
Right.
we're ad free.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ad-free zone and some real. So for $12, you get Shazam. Ooh, question. Why is there a question mark there? What are you teasing us with here?
Yeah, so for this one, you get to pick which variant cover you want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
And then this one right here, this might be one of our favorite tiers, just because it's really clean, simple.
Yeah.
You get a copy of issue 1 and 2, and then a PDF of issue 1 and 2.
Yeah. Pretty nice
Easy.
little package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more than fair. So the issue 2s are all first prints, right? For
Yes.
those collectors out there, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
issue 2 will all be first print. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So for $35, you get 4 covers of number 2. Nice.
Yep, you get all 4 covers, and then the PDF of 1 and 2. And then the retail tier was something that we really liked, which is you get 5 copies of each.
Yeah.
So this is obviously, we're getting close to the holidays, so these are good stocking stuffers for grandma. You know.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey,
to
comic
qualify this for the retail tier, I mean, do you have to be a distributor? Or they got to show you a business
No,
license,
so-
like what?
That's the thing with this one. Who are we at this point? We felt like with
Okay.
this one, we just felt like for people that were really wanting to just help us get the word out, or just get it for friends and family, people who may not donate to the campaign at a good price. This is for them.
Bro, Sid, I feel like snagging some helping yourself for this. This is amazing. I'm digging that. Thank you for even doing that. You know what? That's good on you for showing love to to people. Like, all right, let's help you and us make some money. Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
Alakazam, we love this one because this is all of the variant covers for issue 1, all the variant covers for issue 2, and the PDF.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, any first prints out of those variants in the first run?
No, actually, we sold out of everything. Yeah.
Okay. I just gotta ask for the collectors, because you know how homies are, and homies and homettes. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
homies and
They
homettes.
collect. Oh,
So
what's this? Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is our bad bug bundle. So this is one of everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice
All
little thing.
PDFs, beautiful. Check that out. That's sweet, son.
Yep. So now we get into the Walla package, which is obviously all the variant covers for 2, the pin, the print of Emily, and the T-shirt. Now you can also add the T-shirt on.
Wait. And talk about that T-shirt for a minute. Show it off. Get up. Look at that, folks. Show that T-shirt off, yo. Come
Oh,
on.
okay. So this
one.
is actually the one from issue 1 that
Right.
we
That's
had.
the one? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
this is
you
from
got
issue-
something different. So
Yeah.
wait, if what if we wanted that one? Can we still get that one?
Yeah. So what we're going to do with this one, we actually had some people asking us for it. We didn't think that people cared,
Yo,
So-
it's a fire logo, man. You guys did a good job.
So what we're going to do is for the campaign for 3, we're going to have this available to be
Nice.
able to be purchased and add on as well. Same thing with this one. So this kind of forward thinking, but those of you who come back for issue 3, we're going to have a lot more stuff. So, and every Kickstarter is a learning experience, for what people want, what they don't want. So we've learned a lot from this too.
Yeah.
This is fire. Check this out. I like
Yeah,
it. That's
this
where
is
you
our
get that
fast tier.
contract.
Yep.
Woo.
And then the last tier is our Pocus tier. So that's where you
Epa.
get to be Pocus. You get everything. You get a shot glass. You get
Oh, word.
Yep.
So that means if I spend $250 next podcast that we ever have, I could be getting fucked up, do some magic, and show you the contract, and be like, "Look, I just won $1 million. Thanks."
Yeah,
guys."
we'd be offended if you did.
Don't ask me if I sold my soul. I want to ask me if I signed.
No.
I love
But
it.
yeah,
This is
man.
some
So
fun
those are the
stuff.
tiers. And then naturally we got the team here. So yeah, Jason, Brian, Dave.
What the
Awesome.
hell is this guy making out with over here?
I think it's a pie. I don't know.
We had that question
Yeah.
the other day.
And I like the fact that we don't know the answer.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I have no idea.
Holy shit! Yo, you know what? Just reflecting back on American Pie, all I say is, if you go to his house, do not eat the pie.
Oh no!
Yeah, but awesome team, guys. You got an awesome product here that seems to be hella fun. That's you see, going back to some traditional comics, some old school fun, beautiful art, colors, humor. Thank you. Let me throw your flowers. Thank you for doing that, bro. Being awesome creators, guys.
And one thing I do want to mention is we did an update today. It's our 10th update. We revealed a stretch goal that we had. So it was a print of Emily that Stephanie Mooney did for us. And originally for the print, it was supposed to be a $4,000 stretch goal that we had. And we got the print a little late. We just got it this morning. But we did want to let all the backers know that there was no other stretch goal. This was it. They got it. And we wanted to say thank you and honor the commitment we made behind the scenes.
Hey, scoop.
Yeah. And not put it out there to be like, for $4,500. But whenever we originally made it for $4,000. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
See, amazing creators, folks. You see, this is the future. These are real creators doing the business that care about the fans and putting out a fun product. So, only a few days left to go. Obviously, if they've already surpassed that goal, but, throw in some more so you can keep opening up even more goals and get some awesome stuff and continue to see what they're doing. So, I've been showing it off all day, of course, right here. And check out Will at Will Rad 82. Totally rad, dude. Yeah. And Instagram, I love it. And Twitter. Holy shit. Chaps of Fury, Allen.
Yeah, boy.
Let me tell you a story. So I lived in New York for some time and I worked on the Upper West Side. I saw a man wearing blue chaps.
Perfect.
Yeah, but you know what the problem was?
Was there anything underneath it?
No.
Okay.
and the only thing he was wearing underneath it was a blue thong to match the blue chaps.
Amazing.
And he walks into the bank of like a Big Apple, a bank. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, am I seeing things? And some guy just walks me, only in New York.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, this is before cell phones, folks, with the camera. This when we had the flips before the camera.
Yeah.
I called my wife. I'm like, babe, I'm walking behind this dude that his like ass cheeks are totally out right now on that Prince style and shit, Tell me before we go, I want to know, guys, what's the wildest thing y'all seen in y'all hood growing up?
Oh man.
I grew up in a trailer park, so I've seen just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I went to college in Huntington, West Virginia, and I was at a place called Ritter Park late one night, and my friend and I were there, and a guy came towards us waving a dagger. No. And was like talking gibberish, but he wasn't even saying like actual words that I know of. And he didn't look like, he didn't look strung out or anything. He was just this older guy with like a black t-shirt and like black gym shorts, and was just like you just fought some dad of like 3 kids or something, just came out of the woodwork like waving a dagger, and that's probably the craziest, scariest thing I've seen.
Would you agree with Talk Horror? He says a question you never want to ask a West Virginian.
This is true.
Yeah.
Living right. Living his best life.
Yeah, he was wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He was having a better time than we were.
Oh shit! I would have been terrified, but of course, being from New York, I think I would probably, give him a drop kick to the chest and then run.
That is a good response. We ran. We did not do the drop kicking, but we could have.
Everybody run, drop kick, run. Listen, the trick is when you do the drop kick, roll and run. That way you could get up quickly. Don't just do the drop kick and lay on your back like some asshole in the horror movie. You know what I mean? Drop kick, roll, pick up, run.
My friend at the time who was with me said some really like cryptic, ominous shit. He was like, when he caught up to me, he was like, the prey should never run from the predator. And it's like, really? Because I'm pretty sure I can outrun that guy, and like I just did. So
did you just pay this MFer to come at us right now? Yeah. Like, don't play me, son.
Right? Yeah.
Like a weird Fright Farm thing.
Yeah.
I would have just tripped him. Let me see what he does to you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I didn't murder him, folks. He fell.
Right, yeah.
It's an accident, I promise.
Right. Yeah.
Yo,
totally.
folks, yo, guys, you're like awesome. You guys are amazing, folks. Please check them out. They have amazing humor, an amazing book, amazing creativity. Will Rat 82, Chaps of Fury. You know, he wasn't the one walking in New York.
It wasn't me. It could have been.
Yeah. You know, listen. If you have red curly ass hairs, then it could have been you. Who knows?
Okay, it was me.
No. And please, folks, support the project. Only a few days left. Pocus Hocus, yo, check it out. It's fun. It's true comics, the things that we all love and enjoy. And apparently, you only wear red thongs. One of you two. I don't want to know who. You know what? That's probably in another tier. If they reach 5,000, you're gonna find out which one of the two wears the red thongs. That's a good tier. You know, you fresh person, you over at Talk Horror. How dare you? Only playing. Much love for tuning in, brother or ma'am. I appreciate it. With that, I'm Omega with the amazing creators that are Alan Dunford and Will Radford. Thanks for tuning in. The outro tells you everything you need to do and follow. All right. With that, much love and hasta la próxima. Bye.
See you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.